So let's start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Pānātipātā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Adinnādāna vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Kāmesu miccācārā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Musāvādā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Suramēra majjapamā daṭṭhānā vīramani sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi. Itipiso bhagavā arahaṃ sammā sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu. Anuttaro purisa dhammasarathi sattha deva manussānaṃ buddho bhagavāti. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayiko. Paccataṃ editabbo viññuhīti. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Ñāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Sāmīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Yadidaṃ cattāri purisa yugāni attha purisa puggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Āhuneyo pāhuneyo. Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo. Anuttaraṃ puññakkhetaṃ lokassāti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. For the beginners and for the English part, please read this together with me. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. Homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dhamma, I take refuge in the Sangha. For the second time, I take refuge in the Buddha. For the second time, I take refuge in the Dhamma. For the second time, I take refuge in the Sangha. For the third time, I take refuge in the Buddha. For the third time, I take refuge in the Dhamma. For the third time, I take refuge in the Sangha. I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking lives. I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking what is not given. I undertake the training rule to abstain from sexual misconduct. I undertake the training rule to abstain from false speech. I undertake the training rule to abstain from intoxicating drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. Thus indeed is the Blessed One accomplished, fully enlightened, endowed with wisdom and virtuous conduct, well gone, pure in body, speech, and mind, knower of the worlds, unsurpassed charioteer of untamed men, teacher of gods and humans, awakened and blessed. Well expounded is the Dhamma by the Exalted One, expressible in the here and now, timeless, encouraging investigation, leading upwards towards full liberation, to be realized individually by the wise. Of practicing the right way are the disciples of the Buddha. Of practicing the straight way are the disciples of the Buddha. Of practicing the true way to Nibbana are the disciples of the Buddha. Of practicing the proper way are the disciples of the Buddha. That is, the 4 pairs and 8 kinds of noble beings. The disciples of the Buddha worthy of receiving 4 requisites, worthy to receive hospitality from all quarters, worthy of offerings given out of faith, worthy of reverential salutation, unsurpassed field of merit for the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now you can prepare yourself for the meditation part, closing your eyes and adjusting your body, relaxing your jaws, your shoulders, your knees, your whole body. Your eyes also relaxed. Where else do you have to relax? Please scan the body and adjust so that you can move away from agitations. Now let us pay attention to radiating loving kindness in our mind. You are being skilled and you have come to the path toward peacefulness. You are being straightforward, honest with your mind. You are being obedient when spiritual companions give you wise advice. You are being gentle and humble. You are being happy and content. You are also easily satisfied. You have less duties to attend to. You have ease of living, simple and frugal. Your sense faculties are restrained and you have wise reflection in your mind. You are not being too proud. You are not being proud at all. You are just content. You are not attached to this and that place or this and that family or this and that person, so that your mind is free from having to attend to those needs. Nobody wiser than you give you any advice for any mistake you may have done. That they don't rebuke, they don't blame you. Anyone even smaller or in the same state of as you or a higher being, do not throw any blames on you. So your mind stay free from clutter. May all beings, just like my mind, be well and happy. May all beings find relief. Whatever beings there may be, those who are frightened, may they be well. May they find relief in their existence. What a freedom would it be for them to not be frightened. They are not frightened because of you. Your gentleness, your presence is not frightening for them. May those beings who are staying in one place all their life without moving, may they be well and happy. Without remainder. And when you scan this universe, you find those beings who are long in their bodies. May they be well and happy. There are those beings who are huge in their bodies. May they be well and happy. There are beings who are not so huge, not so small, medium in size. May they be well and happy. There are beings short in their bodies. They didn't ask for it. May they be well and happy. There are beings, you cannot see them in your eyes. They are so tiny, hiding in air and in space and in different places. May they be well and happy. There are beings who are fatty in their bodies. We don't even have to name them. All inclusive. May they be well and happy. There are beings that we have seen in our lives. May they be well and happy. There are beings that we have never seen. Those beings too, be well and happy. There are beings who live far away places. In those faraway places, They roam freely without any contact with humans. May they be well and happy. There are beings who in live near me. May they be well and happy. There are beings who are just born. May they be well and happy. There are beings who are to be born yet, in mothers who are pregnant, in animals. May they be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. In our mental attitudes, we don't blame anyone, put down anyone. This gives us an ease and comfort in life. Not in any place to anyone. We don't show extreme conceit and behave and act in an uncomfortable way. Angry language. I remove any of those tendencies willingly to cool down my brain, to cool down my existence, my nerves. So I am the first one to benefit with loving kindness. Not even a single thought that we entertain on correcting or putting anyone down or feeling annoyed toward them, even privately, we don't have such thoughts. No patigha sanya, no perception on anger. So freeing in your mind's existence. You don't wish harm upon anybody. You become motherly, protective of your only child, protecting the child like your own life. Protecting your own life means protecting that child. So any being that you see, they are your child. You protect them, look after them, publicly and privately. You cultivate manasang, your mind, aparimanang, without any limit, to all beings, seen and unseen, heavenly beings included, ghost realm beings included, departed relatives, whoever in whatever position, may they find happy home with the power that you generate from radiating friendliness to the universe from your heart base, cleansing the whole system, cleansing the whole world. Above and below and across. Across means between the space and earth, any being in any state. Without stopping anywhere, asambadhang, no barrier, averang, no enmity, asapatang, no enemies, no hatred, no enemies. You don't keep anyone in your mind in that way. Whether you are standing, seated, or lying down, whether you are walking in any direction, as long as you are awake, you maintain the effort to be mindful about your friendliness toward all beings, including yourself. This is called the sublime abiding, Brahma abiding, living like a Brahma in a pure state of mind. When you do this without falling into wrong views in teachings, you begin cleansing your virtues, purifying your virtues with strong willpower and adhitthana. You now have a vision instead of views, full of vision and understanding. You don't find it interesting to continue being attached to five sensual desires. You have cleansed your mind to a higher level, developed and steadied, affecting your future good existence in samsara or ending of your suffering here and now within this lifetime. Include any sick person, wrap them in your loving friendliness, put them aside much better than you picked them, leaving no mark of hatred, enmity, unpleasantness, maintaining the beauty, subha state of your mind, subha vimokka, beautiful liberation. Invite anyone now, whoever happens to cross your mind. Allow them to sit in a comfortable place in your mind, in your friendliness. No greed, no hatred, no delusion toward them. With wise reflection, you notice if there is any attachment. This attachment is because we have false view that different conditions are true and real when they are not. We like the mental image that we have developed about them. They don't even know what kind of image we have. So we continuously associate the mental image of that person. We don't get the whole information about that person, what they are thinking, what they are going through. So any time is good time to radiate friendliness to them. You make your friendliness your vehicle, your object that you hold in mind. You steady it, keep it in mind all the time, arousing energy. Wherever you go, you have the protection from everyone because of this friendliness. You can be small in your body, but big in your mind. The whole universe has been the focus for you. The four great deities who protect the four directions according to what we know, based on the teachings, may they be well and happy. May we be free from a pandemic. When a noise comes, it is not the noise that disturbs us, it is the noise in our head. So the noise is normally in our head, the way we deal with things. Now, because of Mettā, power of Mettā, you don't feel that affected. This kind of living is so easy, so comforting you. May you be well and happy. May you be peaceful. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be peaceful. We can end the meditation here. Thank you for meditating with me. And any thoughts, any experience, any love, any comment that you like to share with about this meditation, or how it helped you, or how it didn't help you.
I guess I appreciate how you kind of talked about how important being friendly to others, and like the reason why I do appreciate meditation is because it does allow you to work on yourself while working working from the inside out, I should say. It allows you to be friendly, and it kind of gives you like a baseline as to how you should react, and how you should react to how others are in regards to the things that don't aren't beneficial to you. So like when you're friendly with others, and you're putting yourself in a position where you are being positive, then it allows you to focus on the positive. You acknowledge the negative, but you focus on the positive. And I think that's what kind of, you know, the benefits that I get from meditation. It allows you to kind of clear your mind and to focus on the positive, and not be so focused on the things that are negative. So I really appreciate, the words that you used today during meditation, for sure.
Thank you for that very nice comment. And as you were speaking that, I was radiating loving friendliness to you. And I'm sure we all did that. That somebody trying to explain what they felt and finding words, and also in doing that, kind of you enlightening us all that uh, how we have helped all together as a group to have an impact right now in mind. And that also made you think about how we can positively impact the whole universe by changing something inside you. And how true that we can empower ourselves to do that. And how comforting it is for us when we maintain that universal friendliness, because circumstances are difficult to change. By changing yourself, you can change the effect of the circumstances that you can do anytime. So loving friendliness give us that kind of wisdom. And as I said, the noise is in our heads. The noise is not coming from outside. It's the way we associate, we react to certain things that make the noise smaller or bigger or no noise at all. And that kind of life, according to Halidvasana Sutta, the teachings given by the Buddha, leads us to a place called Subha Vimukha, liberation in the beautiful. Mind leads toward a kind of liberation, and you see only the beauty of everything. Because when you rush in mind to process too many things, then the beauty is no more present in that mind. It's hardly ever possible to see the positive side. Even in the ugliest things, according to that teaching, you can see the beauty. So much transformation happens. This is why the Buddha said, practicing loving kindness is so big, bigger than giving alms. Even for a moment, when you practice loving friendliness, it has a tremendous effect on you and on others. And I must share this with you that if you don't have peace here and now where you live, and if you have taken away the peace from others, and that you want to go and meditate somewhere else to find peace, you are not going to get that. If you have taken the Nibbana away from other people and looking for Nibbana elsewhere, you are not going to get that. The place to find Nibbana has to be here, wherever you are. And when you have put them in their best place, you are happy. And now with that, you can seek Nibbana inside and outside. The ordinary peace is important. you have destroyed others' peace, how can we expect peace from anywhere in the world? So as co-workers, so as friends, family people, respecting the peace of others' minds is essential. It has a huge impact on your life. Anything else before we wrap up for the day?
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Dawn.
One of the things, I don't know if, it's probably just lots of different conditions right now, but one of the things that I really noticed as you walked us through the Mettā Sutta was just a real openness. And then as I brought to mind certain people, and there's a lot of drama in my family right now, and as bringing to mind certain people, just that subtle little closing of the heart a little bit and a little bit of resistance. And it was just the words that you said just really helped me open to that a little bit. And then I noticed this desire of when I'm face to face with people, it's like, oh man, I wish I could not be so reactive sometimes, even it might not be verbal, but it's just the closing down of my body. And yeah, it's just noticing that little bit of subtlety in the closing down and a wish to be more open. Yeah. So I just realized I think this will be my practice for a while every day. So thank you.
There we go. I would definitely say anyone else, because I'm sure many people, if we had like 100 people here, they would say the same thing about their present experience dealing with certain family members, especially difficult ones. And when we try to invite them to our minds, we kind of see our attachment a little stronger than the kind of friendliness we are trying to give to them or to give to ourselves. And it may not feel like an attachment. It may feel like, just this little spike thing pricking us slightly and strongly sometimes. And when we approach it with different support, with this kind of support, with openness, you see less of an impact from that person in your mind, not taking too much space, not occupying too much space. And that is comforting. So I think the work has happened right there, that I hear sometimes we say, okay, wait until you are ready to radiate loving kindness to them. And in this kind of a practice, in a short 30-minute session, you see, I think you are ready. And I even invited you all to bring somebody into the mind. And that kind of tested you against the grain and see how strongly rooted they are in the mind. They can be on their own ways, and face to face, we may not act perfectly. We kind of, whatever goes through in our mind, it's like water. Whatever color you add to it, the water becomes it. Whatever goes through our mind becomes us. Your face, your rush to act, how fast you are, how furious, or it shows what kind of state of mind you are dealing with, experiencing right now. Therefore, when dealing with them face to face, when you feel like avoiding that, it's sometimes easier to face it and see, oh, you didn't act so much, you didn't react so much. Oh, it was just an imaginary something I thought would happen, oh, in the end, I have just dwelt in the future. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. And this went right, and this could have gone wrong. You see that analysis, and you are at peace again. Now that it no longer bothers you the same way it used to. So the Buddha says, make it yani katang vattu katang. Make it your vehicle, make it your object, the precious jewel that that you have, that you take everywhere. And Sarupa has once shared an accident story that she was radiating loving kindness when she was walking home. She has shared it here in the group, so I use my freedom to share it again. And when she met with an accident, there was no chance for her to survive, but she survived without barely having, any scratch, I think. Is that true, Sarupa? Um,
Yeah, no broken bones with that kind of a gravity or impact.
yeah, and you were doing your loving kindness, right?
Yes, was reciting Metta Sutta.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that, that kind of, anytime, we may experience things like that. Recently, the monks were driving from here to Ottawa, and a truck driver he fell asleep and just collapsed in the middle of the road, like trying to steer away from the road, and then collapsed. And it was just not me there, but in front of our senior monks. And there was a moment that gave them some flashbacks, like this could have been the end of our lives if it fell on us or in that vehicle. Just like that, loving friendliness. The fact that we do it regularly, I think we must do it more and more. And it makes our other meditations so easy too. So with that, do you have anything else before I close?
Yeah, I just was curious. When are you going back to in person? Anytime soon?
We went back to in person, but nobody came, so we are back to no person.
Oh, okay.
Bante Sankicha wanted to see if anyone showed up for the retreat, and nobody actually did. So, and we made public announcement. Maybe you didn't know. Um, uh, I mean, we can have random people coming sometimes, but I think within the regular community, nobody really felt that safe to come at that point, maybe. But we will keep trying that until we see people coming. But for now, it looks like we are going virtual.
Okay, so I couldn't come like next Saturday morning for meditation. You guys wouldn't be open to the public for meditation next Saturday?
I don't think so. I can't say that until I speak with Bante Sankicha about that. I
Okay.
think he's trying to open the temple and see if it can be done. But I just don't want to make an announcement and turn you away when you come to the temple. So,
I understand. I understand.
and on the happy side, Bante Mudita has just arrived in Detroit. Please don't call him as yet. He's resting and in quarantine after air travels from Sri Lanka. So you will get to see him around at some point. So with that, let's transfer merits. May the suffering ones be suffering free. Fear struck, fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief. May all beings find relief. May all beings stay in happy homes in their minds and in samsara. May Devas and Nagas of mighty power protect us all and the teachings. May good things happen to all beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me. Happy meditation.
Thank you, Bhante. Take care.
Thank you,
too.
Bhante.
Thank you, Vante.
Thank you.